A Palestinian software developer was fired over Palestine LinkedIn posts in the Netherlands.
Now, unfortunately, before my visa was issued, October 7th happened. And very soon after, on October 9th, both my grandparents and my uncle were killed in an Israeli airstrike. Now, from October 7th onwards, I was posting continuously about the brutal war that's being waged against Gaza as a Palestinian with a family that's living in Gaza. On October 11th, I was contacted by the HR manager and the company's recruiter, and they complained very indirectly about the posts that I'm posting, just mentioning how that they have also Israeli employees in the company, and that asking me in a very general way, how do I feel about that? It's very expected that problems may arise from this combination. So after they've asked me again on October 11th, I said that I don't have an issue working with anybody as a work environment, as long as the company itself doesn't support the occupation in one way or another. Now, it was a little bit surprising to hear back from them on October 17th that my contract was terminated. Now, at that point, I had just left the apartment I had in Turkey. I don't have papers or documentation in Turkey to stay anywhere. I had left most of my stuff, and I can't go back and I can't move forward, because moving forward, I was told by the company that my visa was canceled. Lucky me, it wasn't yet canceled because it was a weekend, and the Netherlands doesn't do anything on a weekend. So I used that visa and came to the Netherlands in a very rushed way and did the only thing I could do at that point, which is applying for asylum. I posted everything on LinkedIn, which is the only platform I'm on. They said very clearly that my contract was terminated directly because my posts. So when in such a situation you're talking to me about Israeli colleagues as if that's something that registers on my radar at all right now, that's, I'd say, cruel. It definitely didn't sit right with me. But also, I have to say that as Palestinians, we are so desensitized to our own suffering that it did feel normal at that point.
Like, the company, yes, did ask him to delete the post. Nur al-Din at one point also said, fine, I can delete them. Like, the dismissal was ruled unlawful under Dutch anti-discrimination law. It's called the Equal Treatment Act, literal translation. And of course, employment law. So this has made this case landmark, really important, because for the first time, really, it shows that expressing solidarity with Palestinian people, including speaking out for the right of the Palestinian people to resist occupation, also for armed struggle, is a protected political belief in the Netherlands. Just since October 7, 2023, the ELSC has received notice of at least 45 individuals based in the Netherlands facing repression in the workplace after speaking out in solidarity with Palestine. In 11 cases, the repression led to loss of employment or suspension from the position. Overall, around Europe, we received hundreds of cases of repression in the workplaces after 7 of October. So this is just, I would say, the tip of the iceberg. Solidarity for Palestine is a protected belief. And in this case, particularly, there was a clear connection between his dismissal and his political opinions. The court made it clear that you cannot dismiss an employee because he stands up for Palestine. In Europe, there are very protective laws when it comes to employment and when it comes to anti-discrimination. In the Netherlands, Germany, Italy, also the United Kingdom, like England and Wales, like in all these countries, there are clear laws that protect employees, and there are also laws that protect the right to freedom of expression. So all these practices are clearly unlawful. The major issue is that employers dismiss people on these grounds.
We contacted the company, but they did not respond. However, CEO Patrick van der Mauw responded to the Dutch People's Party, saying, quote, "It deeply affects us that Speak App is being accused of discrimination." We did not dismiss him because of his views, but because we believe LinkedIn should only be used for business purposes, especially since our company name appears in his user's profile. He also said that the code of conduct for social media use had been adjusted to prevent such situations in the future.
If there's one thing that I really want to share from this, it's to empower other employees to speak out without fearing consequences from the companies, and for the companies to fear the consequences of such termination.